Hi there, my name is Wooney2 and welcome to our new podcast, You're in a Friends. You're only watching us because you're in a quarantine. Here with me I am joined by...
Hello, my name is Nightmare.
I'm the Irish Devil.
Banadicle's what they call me.
Alright, there was a lot of pause there, but yes.
Edited it out.
Retard.
So, yeah, well, fuck you. So, here we are. This is, of course, the
Edit that out.
inaugural episode of our podcast, unless you count all the failed...
Yeah, I was about to say, although this isn't our first attempt at recording one,
Yeah,
it's our
first
third.
round.
Yeah, no, this is
Fucking times.
third time's the charm, baby. So, we are here, gathered today, to talk about something that I feel is very near and dear to everyone's heart, and that is, of course, COVID-19 and the
Yes, everybody's
various
got it.
bullshit to that. I just found out, so my work, we were supposed to we were supposed to do our, lobby reopen on Friday. It is now, June 15th. They pushed it forward over a month.
Hey, rock on, man.
Fucking,
That's annoying.
how's everyone
Oh
else?
my god, I just found a perfect shit. Just found a perfect story.
What'd you find?
Okay.
Let's hear it.
This is from Business Insider. 77 phone masts attacked in the UK due to the coronavirus 5G conspiracy theory.
Well, let me
Wait.
just go into this, okay?
Uh,
So
tell us.
American conspiracy theorists are bad. Whenever they get onto the little islands like Ireland and Britain, they get real bad.
Really?
There is a woman who's quite famous in the south of Ireland. Oh, I can't remember her name right now. She's some form of politician, and she famously did recently. It'll take me a second just to find the tweet. But how she was glad to be in Belfast, a history with so much peace and quiet.
Yeah,
and
no.
kindness.
I don't mean to correct an Irishman, but I've seen the exact tweet, and it was something along the lines of, glad to be in Belfast away from all the 5G towers. It reminds me of the 70s.
Yes.
And
Jesus.
everyone was like, oh yes, the peace and tranquility of checks notes, 1970s Belfast.
Everybody was on acid in the late 60s. early
No,
70s.
not in Belfast. They were hucking bombs at each other.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's not talk over each other. So,
Yeah,
Shut up,
fine.
Fanatical.
the crazy lady thought that Belfast was peaceful. It being literally the European capital of terrorism for 40 years.
It still is unmatched, correct? It still has not
The
lost that
70s
title.
was such a peaceful time. I still remember all the car bombings going off at night.
All
like
the-
rocking of my little
That's like
dog.
literally.
If
That's
you
like literally calling fucking Damascus the most safest place in the Middle East.
I once
remember-
Or Mosul.
so
It
you
was
guys might get a
once.
kick out of this. So
Yeah.
in years ago, I was looking at potentially taking a vacation trip to the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
North Korea people.
Yeah, so me and my brother were both like, yeah, let's go to North Korea. Let's do it.
Meet all your
Um,
fine communist brethren.
Yeah, exactly. Meet people with a like mind, you know.
We have the same thoughts. These
Yeah.
guys are fucking great.
Yeah, no, but it was great because I was reading. They had this page on this travel site where they were talking about how North Korea was one of the safest places to visit because not once in all their years of running tours to North Korea has anyone ever had anything stolen from them.
Wasn't there that guy that literally got put in prison for
'Cause
doing
that
something
guy fucking
stupid?
deserved
He
it.
stole
He
a
was an
poster.
idiot.
He stole a poster. He stole a poster because
Oh.
his church. So here's one of the rules.
Mhm.
Nothing that depicts one of the Kims' face is allowed to leave North Korea. So if they have like a commemorative thing that depicts one of the Kim's face, you as a tourist to North Korea are not allowed to buy that and then remove it from the country. I don't
Don't you think it's a
know.
bit harsh though? Just
I do agree. Now this kid, I don't feel sorry for this boy, Otto.
No.
What's his face?
He's beaten to
That's
death.
due to coronavirus.
He was not beaten to death. He died later on American soil of his injuries. Beaten to death implies you die
Okay,
immediately
alright.
after
Wait,
the beating.
Alright, we're going way
Okay,
off topic
hold on.
here.
That is beaten to death. That
No,
is
hey,
beaten-
hey,
We
oh,
can talk about this
Hey,
another
no,
time.
fuck
We're
the
getting way off
topic.
topic.
No, hey, this is organic. Fuck the topic.
What do
This
you
is
mean
organic.
organic? He died of injuries that he incurred.
I meant the
while-
conversation was organic, Banatical.
Well, technically, an organism did get beaten to death.
No,
so...
and that is incorrect. North Korea claims that he caught something in the camp.
Oh yeah, he caught something.
shouldn't
It's
have
called
been in
having
the
your
camp.
appendix busted.
Okay,
by
wait a minute, hold on.
fucking
Ben,
criminals.
I got this. Woody,
Alright.
so let me get it straight. If I beat the fuck out of you with my nightstick, and I send you back home, and you die like a week later from your injuries, am I to blame?
No, okay,
He
that's
caught
not.
death.
That's
He
not.
caught
He
death.
caught, according to the North Korean officials. He
I don't trust
caught,
them.
Or do I?
That is your choice.
Obviously.
But I feel that I've not been shown any reason to distrust them. But anyway, so the North Korean officials say that he caught like a bacteria or something in the camp, and as soon as he like started showing really bad signs, that was when they were like, "All right, go ahead and send him home."
Yeah, because he's gonna die anyway.
I mean, he might as well.
Do you want to know what they should have done for him stealing a
I'm sure his
poster?
immune system was in a really great shape.
Okay,
after
to be
being
fair,
fucking
to be
beaten.
fair, he was coerced into stealing the poster by people who knew what would happen to him.
And punish their
that's
asses.
great. So wait, I actually do. I'm feeling more and more sad for him now with this
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
information in hand. This is bullshit. I mean, the law was already fucking bullshit. He was coerced into it and then beaten
By
until
his
he
church.
would fucking die.
He didn't. You keep saying that.
I mean,
Allegedly, he was allegedly
He was
beaten.
an American citizen. He should have just been deported to American soil.
Yeah,
Exactly.
100%.
So if I come to Ireland and I just
Yeah.
commit like a bunch of horrible crimes, should I just
Yeah,
get to go
horrible
home?
crime.
Stealing a poster is not a horrible crime.
You should be
Stealing
sent
a
to that
post-
country. You should be sent to that country to deal with the criminal consequences
He
according
was!
to your nation.
Yes, but
After being put in a prison that put him at risk of death.
Stealing a poster is not like murder. Okay, you described it as a horrible crime.
Okay, even if he
Listen,
like
all
I
I'm
don't
saying,
know.
all I'm saying,
Okay,
listen,
even if he burned a flag or something, I don't know, some stupid law that is
There's no law
equivalent,
in
you know.
this.
What? I know there isn't. I'm not making that
yeah, but
equivalent. Even if,
I'm
like,
gonna be
okay,
real.
he
We
goes
do
to
not know
Republican-
how well burning a North Korean flag would go over.
Oh,
I mean, that depends on where you're at, honestly. If you're over here, yeah, do it.
Hey, if he went to the Republic of Congo and took a shit in the Prime Minister's office, I don't care. He shouldn't be put in a prison.
To be
that-
fair, I think his office is
him
just
at
like a
risk.
hut. I
That's
think his
fine.
office is just like a one-story hut.
that's-
Don't make fun of the Republic of Congo
yeah.
like that. Let's respect the
Mama,
Republic.
Oh, listen. I'm not saying I agree with the punishment.
Listen, that's where
All I'm
Mitchell's
saying is I
ancestors
don't
came
feel
from. I can
bad
make
for
fun
the
of
kid.
it.
I feel somewhat bad for the kid knowing the
Do
situation.
No,
do you feel bad for that kid
he was
from North
coerced
Sentinel
into
Island that
doing
got
it.
killed?
No. Oh God,
I
no.
don't either. He's a fucking
No, that
retard.
dude deserved every
He's a
arrow
fucking
and
retard.
spear that killed him.
He was an
that's
Asian from Alabama. He was going to die one way or the other.
Are we talking about the fucking guy who went onto the cannibal
To no,
island?
yeah, to North
Yes,
Sentinel Island,
North
the island
Sentinel Island.
you're not allowed to go
He
to.
deserved death. Though I do think that if you have an island full of cannibals that are going to kill everyone,
Hey,
just-
They're not cannibals.
they are not cannibals. They are not
They're not cannibals.
They
They're
are
an uncontacted tribe.
they are an uncontacted tribe because of them. They are the only uncontacted tribe that is the reason they are not cannibals. They don't eat people. They just if you are not one of them and you set foot on North Sentinel Island, you
Even the
die.
Indian officials. They throw arrows at the end. They shoot arrows.
They
at the
don't
Indian
know what an Indian
helicopters.
official is. They don't even know what
That's
India
my point.
is.
Every time
we-
that the country
we
of
have-
India,
Do we
Ben,
have
hold on.
proof?
Every time that the country of India, which technically owns the Sentinel Islands, sends a helicopter over there, the North Sentinelese
They
shoot arrows at it. Yeah,
Like the person
they don't know what it
who
is.
were, like,
They're
tribal.
also incredibly inbred, just in case you were wondering.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Well,
only like how many
obviously-
people are on that fucking island?
They
About
can't
150.
look us.
Exactly.
Okay, well,
No,
do we know they've never cannibalized?
That's fair, but
Actually,
actually we
that
have
is
we have
I'm
made
not
contact
I'm
with
not
them.
judging.
We have made contact with them previously. They
And
apparently
they told us to go fuck off.
no.
basically.
There's a man who has photos of himself with the North Sentinelese back in the 70s.
Really?
And when the minister or whatever, the fucking
That retard from
yeah,
Alabama.
the retard from Alabama. He whenever he died, they talked to him and they were like, was he right to go to the island? And the dude who was the last person alive that had contact with the North Sentinelese is like, no, he was not right to go to the island. They don't want us there. They've told
He went
us.
there illegally too. That's the funny
what was
thing.
his-
The
what
country
was
of
his name?
India. When he
The country of India.
Ben,
yeah.
Ben, hold on. The
Yeah.
country of India has put an 8-mile exclusion zone on it.
Exactly.
There were some Indian fishermen, excuse me,
Ooh.
Fishers.
whose
Same
their
thing.
boat stranded on North Sentinel Island. They basically got drunk and fell asleep, and the boat drifted. They were found dead like a couple days later because obviously the country of India sent the search party out for them, and they are not going to prosecute these people. For one, you can't.
How could you?
They're protected. That's my point.
Yeah.
They don't have a modern justice system.
They don't understand modern society. They don't. And the
No,
last
but
time
the
we
weird thing
sent
is-
people there that they did not immediately kill, they straight up told those motherfuckers. They told in the 70s.
Don't
they
come
told,
back.
Yeah, hey, we don't want you here. Do not come back. And ever
yeah,
since then,
mhm.
they have killed every
Okay.
motherfucker who set foot there.
One more
this
thing
is-
about this, because I'm
Yeah.
a bit of a nerd when it comes to this,
Go for it.
is that okay.
The
tried,
broad topic
uh,
or the of like interesting world history
Yeah,
or world
fuck it.
events or the North Sentinelese
Well-
and of themselves.
Both.
Fair
But here's the thing, though. They tried to get a tribe from South Sentinel Island, which is about 50 miles away, to try to come translate. They could not understand a word of what they said because their languages split so long ago. And one more thing that people forget is, like, they're not that far away from modern civilization.
They're not.
South Sentinel Island was actually it's been colonized for a long time, but it's been colonized by other people for right around a couple hundred years, I believe. So the thing is that the English actually tried to conquer, I guess you could say, the North
sounds about
Sentinel,
right.
the North Sentinelese. They fucking failed. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because as soon as they came on there with their boats, they immediately ran into a bunch of arrows, and they turned around and left. Now, the only reason that they have iron arrows, funnily enough, is that I believe it was a fishing boat, an iron fishing boat crashed on their beach. Ever since, and this is back in like the 70s or 80s, ever since then, they've been just constantly making iron arrows out of things they could pick up off that boat.
Neat.
Can I ask
so-
something about the North Sentinelese?
Yeah.
How long? Because India is not exactly known for a very not corrupt government and it still has a caste system.
Oh yeah, no,
Obviously
India's
Not
a horrible
officially, but
country.
yes.
Unofficially,
A horrible
unofficially,
government.
but popular.
Yeah.
But corrupt government, unofficial caste system, massive
Isn't there a
overpopulation.
genocide going on?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Massive overpopulation. How long until the Indian government be like, okay, we don't want to deal with these fucks anymore?
No, the
Just send
Indian
army
government
and
has
kill all
already
of them?
said we don't want to deal with these
Yeah.
fucks. That's why you're not allowed to go
Yeah,
to the
that's
island.
why they don't go there. That's
They
why they don't
literally,
go there.
you misunderstood the direction the Indian government went with their we don't want to deal with these fucks. They were like, we don't want to deal with these fucks. They're on one tiny fucking island. We don't need that fucking island. We got so much land. Fuck that island.
Yeah.
That's how the Indian
they
government
basically said that
responded.
they're leaving them alone. They're leaving them alone.
If India ever decides they want that island, they'll just send the army in and kill them all.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
obviously.
clearly,
It will
yeah.
be so easy.
We all know if Britain had actually gone onto that island, they would have killed them all.
No, they tried.
So-
They tried.
So here's an interesting.
Like a proper, like, within cannon range.
Yeah. So here's an interesting.
I mean, they were
topic
within
to
arrow
consider.
range of...
So,
Okay,
so
let's
this
listen
is
then.
this is one of the few islands that we have left, never colonized, and because of this, they are super tribalistic, obviously. But think about it like this: if it were not in human nature to colonize, which, like, let's face it, it seems like it's kind of a tendency we need to deal with.
I think humans are just assholes.
Do you think there'd be more of these islands, nations? even, that are
Probably,
so-
probably.
I don't believe...
Probably, and here's why. Because if you look in places like Papua New Guinea
Mhm.
and places like Brazil, there are, or a lot of the Amazon basin actually, there are actually still a lot of tribes that have very little contact. There's still a cannibalistic tribe in Papua New Guinea, but what they do is
Yeah, no, in
Yeah.
Papua New Guinea,
they eat
dead.
their dead.
Yeah,
They
that's
don't
always-
eat that. They don't eat
Oh,
it.
that's fine.
that's what Papua New Guinea's always been about.
Yeah, and why they
Everybody-
do that
everybody
is
thinks
they
Papua
think
New
that
Guinea-
whenever they eat their dead, they think that they're eating an evil spirit out of their
Well,
body.
so basically,
Alright,
it's
whatever.
part of their burial customs, and
Tradition.
I love how that was discovered, because like I believe
I
it-
do too. It's
I
fucking
love
great.
it was I believe it was British explorers. They arrive on Papua New
Yeah.
Guinea, and they
I think
realize
it was John Cook, James
yeah,
Cook.
they realize everybody there's like this disease that we now know as the Kuru virus. Yeah, that
Uh-huh.
was very prevalent among the natives, and a lot of the people that were there, like the British, were very worried about catching the disease, but none of them ever did, and they were like, we don't know what this fucking disease is. It causes all these weird symptoms, and then they did a little bit of digging, and discovered that disease was. The only way you catch Kuru is by eating the brain of another human being.
Yep.
And it
Yeah, now,
was
but wait,
an epidemic of this virus on the fucking island. So imagine being. I just want you to just you've been living in this community for months now, right? With these locals. You're from another area, right?
These creatures.
No, locals. They're humans. Like
They're
you're-
human beings.
Yeah, no, they're people. Like maybe you're a
you
British
say.
asshole. Maybe you're a British asshole. And
I'm
you're
Irish.
British asshole?
Yeah,
Who's a British
Irish was
asshole?
like, British asshole, you say. Don't count me in. I do like a good British asshole.
There you go, Toffee. That one's for you, buddy.
But no, so basically, imagine you're on an island and you're researching this virus that is just super
Unknown to
prevalent.
science at the time.
Well, no, unknown to science,
Right.
but like a large portion of the island's population has this disease. So you're like,
Yeah.
this is a really contagious disease. And then you discover the only way to get it is through cannibalism. How do you react?
I'd be freaked out.
Yeah, because the
I-
British
I-
one,
I
oh,
give that-
oh,
Yeah.
no.
I give that one a row.
Now wait, have you guys heard about the loneliest man on the planet?
No.
This guy lives in Brazil. He's the last member of his tribe.
Ouch.
He has tree houses, traps, everything like that. And he has become such a legend down in Brazil that the Brazilian government has basically issued 40 acres in the Amazon forest just for this one guy. Because he's the last person of his tribe. Rest of them
guy.
have been killed. I
Wow.
don't know his name. I cannot pronounce
Well,
it
see,
even
that's
if I
good
knew it.
because the Brazilian
This
government's
is-
like
this is
super
Tarzan, dude.
fascist and genocidally right now. They're like,
Yeah, yeah.
No, really?
you didn't know
Oh,
about the
yeah.
current active, like they are actively burning the rainforest down.
Yeah, they are.
Oh.
Funnily enough, they tried to burn it down. What was it last year, and the rain ruined it for them? Just started fucking raining.
You know,
Can we
Trump
intervene?
backed this like legitimate fascist dictator, like
He's a
legitimately,
psycho.
like fascist.
Yep.
Like
He's done the
there's like you can call Trump a fascist all you want, but he's a fascist in quotes. The dude in charge of Brazil is like
He's a
Mussolini fascist. like
But yet Trump helps block out.
oh yeah,
that
no,
fascist.
Trump digs
But
it.
yet
Trump,
he hates Maduro.
yeah, no.
Okay, if we have hippies still that like want to do like, oh, let's save the planet and stuff like that, can we get some eco-terrorists down in Brazil? Thanks.
Right?
I appreciate that.
Just so you know,
Right?
your internet friends does not support any type of eco-terrorism that goes on.
I endorse
Okay, I would
If it
like
happens,
to
please
say
blame
I would like to
Banatical.
say let me add an asterisk to what Nightmare's saying. The podcast as an entity in and of itself does not support eco-terrorism. Individual
gonna get-
members' opinions may vary.
Banatical, the corporation known as Banatical, endorse eco-terrorism in Brazil.
I will
Please.
need to
Thank you.
am not currently willing to admit whether or not I support eco-terrorism, but I like the rainforest and I hate Brazil's government.
I hate-
so.
Yeah. Dude, think of how the undiscovered, think of all the undiscovered amphibians and insects that exist in those lands.
How many of them
Yeah.
are, like, think of all the horrifically poisonous frogs we haven't found yet.
The funny thing about the poison dart frogs, Mooney, I'm glad you talked about this.
I've seen
The
one
poison
IRL.
dart frogs
They're
are actually
really
about the
cool.
size of your fingernail.
I know, no,
Oh,
they're
yeah,
not,
they're
they're bigger.
tiny.
They're bigger. I've
They're-
seen, in the
They're
Denver,
tiny.
the Denver, aquarium actually has poison dart frogs. They're really cool.
Yep. I went to
They
the
are
Georgia
about
aquarium
the
in Atlanta,
size-
they had 'em.
No, they are about the size of your thumb. Maybe a
They
little
are
bit smaller.
adorable and can kill.
Their
like,
head,
7
I will
buffalo.
say, their
30
head is-
men with 1 ounce of
Mhm.
poison.
Yep.
And they've got like
Were
7
they
of the
golden
fuckers.
dart frogs?
Actually, they're different. The ones they
Golden was
have.
the worst.
Okay, so they do not have any golden dart frogs at the Denver Museum. The ones they have are just standard poison dart frogs. Most of them that they have are blue and black. They've got a couple that are slightly.
Yeah, with the spots.
Yeah, they have
Can you
some that are
harness
different.
that poison?
Gold.
Yeah, yes.
The
yes.
native
Where do you
people.
think poison darts came from?
Yeah, no, there's a
Yeah.
reason they're called poison dart frogs. It's because they're the frogs that the poison from poison darts comes from.
Why don't we use that in military? more?
Amazonian
Because it's
tribes
like,
hunt
yeah, no,
make
because it's like
overall-
Amazonian tribal level of tech, dude. Why you're saying
but
why
even,
doesn't
like-
the modern military use blow darts?
It's also very hard to hit somebody with a blowgun.
Super advanced blow darts.
It's like super advanced.
Ben,
blow darts.
listen, it's also hard to hit somebody.
Fill that
Ben.
air with poison. Shoot that
Ben.
into the fucking prime minister's mouth while he's breathing.
Ben, it's also very hard to hit somebody with a blowgun. Have you ever tried?
Make better blowguns.
I feel like we bantered on off topic for
rifle.
enough.
You know what? Fuck it. We're now discussing like undiscovered shit.
Oh, or
Fuck it.
is that what the episode's changing to? Because I thought
Yeah,
that
we've
that
already
was...
went so off topic.
Well,
okay.
no, I thought that
What
that was
about
like
El
the
Dorado?
I was gonna argue
We're
that
gonna
that
do
was
a
the
new
pre-show
intro.
banter because I still got stuff about like Corona
Okay,
news
yeah.
to talk about.
Yeah,
so,
we'll do
yeah.
that.
So like
Dorado,
now that
aka
we're done talking about like undiscovered
Wait. If you have any of you have poison dart frog poison, please send it to my PO box. That is Glendale.
Don't send it to him.
do not
Don't
send
send it
him
to him.
I
poison
have
dart
needs.
frog poison.
Do not send him anything.
I have needs.
Dude, you
The PO
do
box is at my local. I have the
Listen, you
PO
don't know
box.
if it's not suicide related. Don't be judgy.
Fanatical, if you
Do not
are
send this
planning
man
a
anything.
terrorist attack with poison dart frog poison, be a real
It
man
could-
and order it from the
it-
dark web.
Rooney, you might
It
want to
could
walk
be
that one
absolute-
back. I'm just saying. You might want to walk that one back, buddy.
If
It
you're
still
gonna
could
plan
be-
a terrorist attack using poison dart frog poison, don't ask our viewers to be implicated and send it to you. Do your own research and buy it off
Don't
the
be a
dark web.
pussy, Ben.
Yeah, don't be a
Listen,
pussy.
Ben, don't be a pussy. Do it yourself.
Yeah.
Shut up, listen. It
Milk
still
the
could
dart
be-
frog yourself.
Alright, listen, it's still...
Actually, you
it's
can't
still-
touch its skin.
I know.
Listen, shut up. Listen, shut the fuck up. It still could be a suicide. It just depends on how much tickets to Brazil cost, alright?
More than you've got.
Yeah, they're pretty
Probably.
expensive.
What
Yeah.
you do is you get a jeep and you drive to Brazil.
Plus, poison
I
dart
don't
frogs
got
are pretty
that
fucking
time.
rare, my dude.
Well,
Yeah.
that's why I'm not going to get it myself.
By the way, nobody send this motherfucker anything. just
Send me
for
everything.
just for that, the PO box is going to be near me. And if we get any poison dart frogs, I'm sending them back.
Whatever.
No,
Just
send them to
fucking-
me. I'll take a
Can we
poison
put
dart
the
frog. That
PO box
sounds
in
dope
Ireland
as
just to
fuck.
piss off Toffee?
Actually, no, don't send me a poison dart frog. I know myself. I'll break its cage and end up dying.
Yeah, he will.
Looney's gonna look at it like, it looks like it's blueberry flavored. I don't know, maybe I'll
That's
give it a taste.
No, actually, I know what he'll do.
I'll get
He'll
like
wrap his Soviet flag in it and then go hit some guy in the face.
shows what
That's
you
how
know.
you- that's
I
how
would
Iris, you were
never-
trying to say something?
I would never use.
Saying, hey, can we put the PO box in Ireland just to piss off Toffee?
Listen,
We'll talk
Why
about
are we
it.
why are we
This
why
is
are we
how
setting
you
up
win.
a PO box?
this is how you win.
Well,
the
Ben
apocalypse.
wants it, so
I do
there you
want
go.
it. I want my poison dart frog.
do not send him a
You
poison
have your
dart
poison
frog.
I just want one as a pet.
Anyways, back to the coronavirus while we're.
You can have that if I can have Joe Exotic
Coronavirus
cider.
versus
All right,
poison
hey
dart frog.
guys,
who
guys,
wins?
guys. So I don't know about what's going on in your areas, but here where I live in for the viewers at home, I live in what is known as the Denver metro area in Colorado. You know, and and around here, shit's starting to open back up, and all that. However, I had an interesting news article I wanted to run by you guys.
Ooh.
Colorado man planning armed protest against state's coronavirus restrictions arrested for pipe bombs.
Are you sure that
This is the
that you didn't
bullshit.
get Florida?
Hold
Hold on, Ben. Ben, hold on.
No, fuck you. What's the race of this guy?
Oh, fuck, hold on.
Ben Atticle,
His
shut
name's
up.
Bradley
No.
Hey,
I'm making a point. I'm making a fucking point here. What is the race of this man?
This dude, hey, I don't know his race, but let me tell
Why
you
is this
his
man?
let
why
me
is-
tell you his name and age.
Yes.
So his name is Bradley Bunn.
Yeah.
B-U-N.
He's a white guy.
He's a white
He's a
guy.
white guy.
Man
This is
not
a
called
that is a
terrorist.
white fucking name.
Anyways,
Why is this
anyways,
man not called a
53,
terrorist?
by
This
the
is
way.
bullshit.
This man is
bullshit
53.
fucking reporting. This
Looney,
man is a terrorist. He's
are
been
you
called a
sure
armed
that you didn't
protester.
get Florida and Colorado
Let-
mixed
let me-
up?
let me-
'Cause
let
this
me-
sounds like a Florida
I
man
will
story
read.
if
I
I've
will
ever
read.
heard
I
one.
will read if you'd like. A
Go ahead.
Colorado man arrested after federal agents allegedly discovered pipe bombs in his home had also been helping organize an armed protest demanding that the state lift its coronavirus restrictions. An official briefed on the case tells ABC News. FBI and ATF agents served search warrants Friday morning at the Loveland, Colorado home of Bradley Bunn, 53. Agents discovered 4 pipe bombs and potential pipe bomb components inside the house.
This is domestic terrorism.
According to
Yeah, of course it is.
no, this is
Why are you
100%
calling it
domestic.
domestic terrorism.
The moment
Why
you
is
are
it
Because they're
building
pussies.
pipe
Because
bombs, that is
because it's a
domestic
white-
terrorism.
Yeah,
This is a
then
white
when you-
suburban dude. This is a white suburban dude. If this guy were black, brown, and immigrant, this would be called terrorism. This would be going up on the head like terrorism around. Yeah, this would be so big news, but because it's a white boy, the news reporters aren't going to call it terrorism. It's bullshit. Listen to how fucking armed.
Ben, we agree with
Bullshit.
you, but you
I
have
just
to remember
asked
that the
our resident
mainstream.
expert. I agree with you.
You
Ben,
guys
by the
want
way,
to know
about the
why?
whole-
Hey, would you like to know why the feds were even looking at this old man to begin with?
Why?
Tell us.
Bunn came to the attention of law enforcement after using social media to encourage people to bring assault rifles to a planned
fucking
May
retard.
1st rally at the
What a
Colorado
fucking
Capitol
retard.
building.
These people ruin protesting for the peaceful ones of us. I fucking hate these assholes.
Those don't exist anymore.
Yeah, no, peaceful protests don't even work. But pipe bombs goes too far. You're supposed to just smash a few windows, set fire to an unoccupied cop car, and then go home.
Fuck you.
Listen,
Unoccupied.
Okay, I'm not this fucking crazy anarchist asshole, but listen, these fucking people suck. These are the people who make I mean, they're not the ones who are making police come, because police are coming already to like beat these guys' ass because we don't want protesting in America. But you know,
Fuck you.
It's true.
You know, to be true,
It's
search
true.
feelings.
No.
It's true. There has been
It's true.
Nightmare. You can deny it all you want. There has been in recent years a crackdown on our First Amendment right to protest.
Yes.
It's true.
Depends on where you're at, honestly.
Okay.
Because I
Okay.
don't. No, listen.
I have to ask our resident expert. I have to ask Nightmare.
I don't know how to make pipe bombs.
No,
Stopping
none
people
of us
violence.
here do. Okay, let's be fair. I'm pretty sure
Speak
if
for
you
yourself.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, actually, the more I think about it, the more I realize I'm about to describe how I'd accidentally kill myself to prove a point. But I was about to say, I'm pretty sure anyone who just sits down could figure out how to fit a bomb in a pipe. And then I realized as I was like about to be like, anyone can figure out how to put explosives in a pipe, I was about to be like, that's how you end up killing yourself, is trying to prove this
Irish,
point.
wait a minute. What'd you want to? What
When
would
we
you
do,
want to ask?
Yeah, go for it, Irish.
Yes.
Okay. I have to ask our resident law enforcement expert here, since it's literally his job. I have to ask Nightmare. This dude, I would say, at least in my opinion, going online and telling people to bring assault weapons to protests, I consider that incitement of violence, or at least incitement
Yes.
to
Yes.
some form of it. Building pipe bombs and actively trying to commit terrorism against state government, not just domestic terrorism, treason.
Treason, almost.
Yep.
Isn't domestic terrorism really just a branch of treason?
I'd say so.
He was
Yes.
actively doing. He wasn't just doing.
Isn't it just an
actually-
offshoot?
Yeah, what is considered treason though?
Yeah, that is
Like, where's
fair.
the-
What is
he-
the classification of
Guys,
treason?
Irish trying to talk. Shut up a minute.
Like, is,
Hold on.
Was the leader of Jonestown treasonous? You know, is a religious sect treasonous? I don't. Where's the
Hold on.
difference between
Let
the-
Irish
a
talk, but
separate-
to answer your
Yeah, okay,
question,
okay.
yes, Jim Jones was treasonous. I feel like
Irish is trying to ask me a
You,
question.
yeah, Irish.
Yeah, I
Well,
want
fine.
Irish to ask
What's
you a
your
question.
question, Irish? I'm sorry.
Okay, so Nightmare. Question as posed during our little moment there. Incitement of violence by encouraging weapons of protest.
Yes.
Definitely domestic terrorism, but the fact that it wasn't
Oh,
just
yes.
planned to... He was making pipe bombs not for use against the public, but for direct use against the state government. Treason.
I'm
Yes.
surprised. An Irish.
I'd say it's
Yes.
treason.
Yes.
Treason?
In all honesty, he will probably get capital punishment.
He
I
Byrne is
understand.
scheduled to make it. Oh, here.
Yeah.
Let me let me tell you what this clearly white gentleman, based on his sentence,
Yeah.
Nightmare, as the resident American law enforcement officer, what do you think this man is facing?
Probably life in prison, if not. Well, it depends. Is he being charged by the state or by the?
I'm
Country.
asking you what you think he
Well,
faces.
considering I don't
That's
think
a
Colorado has the.
clarification.
I don't think Colorado has a death penalty. Correct me if I'm wrong. So
Oh,
probably
he
life
might
in
have.
prison without the possibility of parole,
So you say life in prison without possibility of parole.
unless it's the U.S. government charging him. Then it's probably death.
Benatical. What's your guess? As an American
2 years.
citizen.
2 years.
2 years? You're cutting out really bad. You're going all roboto. Is he going robotic for anyone else or just?
Yes.
Okay. So he said 2 years something. Irish, as the resident foreigner, with the least amount of knowledge of the American legal system, how long what do you think he's facing?
He committed domestic terrorism, incitement to violence, and possibly treason with no real legitimate goal. Didn't have an actual cause he was fighting for. It was literally just some loony because he wanted lockdown to end because he thinks it's communism and he thinks it's totalitarianism, and he probably blames 5G or Soros. Okay, throw him in a cell, lock away the key, or put a bullet in the back of his head. He just is a
How
waste
long
of
do you
morale.
think he got?
Bunn is
I'm gonna
scheduled to make an
say-
initial court date appearance Monday afternoon. He has not entered a plea, and if convicted, Bunn faces up to 10 years in federal prison and a $250,000 fine.
But to be
Years?
fair, he would be financially crippled at that point.
Yeah, no, he's not going to survive after prison.
Yeah. Now, wait a
Probably
minute.
won't
Here's the
survive prison.
thing, though. Wait a minute. I mean, here's why I call bullshit on that. Okay. The Boston Marathon shooters, right?
The bomber.
I get it.
Muslim.
I get it. Well, no, but here's the thing. I think I know why this guy got less time. It's because he actually didn't go through with it. He didn't get a chance to go through with it.
Maybe. But
If he would have went through with it, he'd probably be on death row right now.
Probably be dead.
Well, it takes a long time for people to get from death row to actually be put to
Well,
death.
I mean,
Sometimes it takes years.
if he committed the attack, if he'd actually committed it, he probably would have been shot dead.
I
at
found a little bit more information. The agents found 4 pipe bombs, 2 1-pound containers of .308 caliber cartridge reloading gunpowder in his
Okay, so
vehicle.
He was planning on shooting the place up. And
No.
blowing it up.
No. It was the gunpowder. He was using the gunpowder to
okay,
make the
got it.
bombs.
Yeah.
Agents found additional bomb components in his home, including galvanized steel pipes, end
These
caps,
FTA.
shotgun primers, fuses, and several bottles of smokeless powder, according to the complaint.
And the funniest thing is, like, you can buy almost all this shit at Home Depot.
Well, you will end up in a watch list if you buy them all together.
Oh yeah, of course.
You
But
clearly buy them separately.
the thing is, wait a minute. Was this the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FTA?
It said ATF.
Or
It said
the
ATF. at one point.
ATF. Yeah. Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. Yeah, this seems like that's their department.
Yeah. The previous article said ATF was the ones searching his house.
All right, now
I
what do you
think
think
ATF
he'll plead?
and FBI.
Probably, but what do you think he'll plead? Because he could plead no contest.
How fucking crazy do we think this motherfucker is? Because he might plead not guilty and legitimately believe he's innocent. Like we might.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I don't think he's crazy. I just think he's some fucking.
I'm
asshole
sorry,
who's
what?
waiting for-
He
No,
is
I
crazy.
I think he's crazy, but I don't think he's like actually
Like mentally
you know what I mean?
deficient in his crazy. Okay. I can see that argument being made.
Rooney was this near Columbine? I have to
It's
ask.
in Loveland. Ooh, actually, where was Columbine? Let me double check.
In Columbine. Wasn't it no. The Batman shootings were in Aurora.
I have a little fun fact. I was not really a fun fact. I was almost there.
Oh, you almost got killed. That's nice.
Yeah,
Jesus, Rooney.
that school was right down the street from my technically yeah, it's in Littleton. So no, Loveland. I don't know where Loveland is. I have a vague idea, but I know where Littleton is. Littleton's not far from me.
All right. Why do? Hold on, wait a minute. There's so many
There's
crazy
so
shit.
no.
There's so much crazy
Colorado's
shit.
filled with crazy people. Trust
Yeah,
me.
the Killdozer. Columbine.
No, trust me. If you walk around, you trust me, my dude. This year, April 20th was the first time living in this state that I was able to go anywhere. I usually don't leave my house on that day.
Dude,
because of how
it must
fucking
have changed since the last time I was in
people.
Denver.
Well, no, there's just so many fucking people. But if you go to any of those gatherings, you'll just meet a ton of crazy and interesting people. Same with Alaska, where I grew up.
Yeah,
just
like
fucking filled with crazy and interesting people.
where did Ben Article go?
I said dropped off. He'll probably come back.
Yeah.
Alright.
There
Yeah,
was
but,
a,
I've
there
been
was a
to
guy-
Denver probably 5 times.
5 times, nice. I do. Hey, Banana goes
Ben.
back. So yeah, but that's kind of the interesting story I was able to uncover going on here in Colorado regarding our quarantines. I will say that
Irish, you wanted to say something?
No, there was a story today. I have 2 small stories about what people in Ireland, except for that one crazy person, are basically just kind of keeping their mouth closed, and, doing what they're told, north and south. There are, of course, some people are like on Facebook and like, it's the 5G. I'm like, then why are you using internet, which is powered by 4G? Basically,
some internet.
You don't get it, Irish. That one more G is what caused the coronavirus.
yeah, but this is what happened today. There was a story on the radio. A guy, I can't remember what county it was in. He went and picked up 2 of his friends who don't live with him at 2 different houses that were like 5 or 6 miles apart. Then drove 10 miles from his house just to buy a kebab.
Was this man possibly you?
Why was this? Why did this make the news?
Because you're not allowed to travel unless it's to the shop. You're not allowed to buy essential things. Non-essential travel is banned in Ireland right now.
Is it bad if I just thought Irish said non-sexual things?
I'm gonna be real, man. Can I tell you, Irish? Can I tell you the Americans are like planning bombings and shit because they think our lockdowns are too strict. Would you like to know what happened here in Colorado that drove that man to make those pipe bombs?
Go ahead.
Not a goddamn thing. Literally nothing changed. They said you're not allowed to gather in groups of more than 10. And we said, are you going to enforce that? And the governor went, no.
No.
No, the governor of Colorado straight up said, I don't believe the government should enforce the lockdowns or social distancing
Oh, I know.
or anything. He said the Grim Reaper should. So it's like, I had to have a piece of paper that said I am an essential worker. They gave it to me so that I could come to work safely. You want to know how many times I've been asked to show that document? I don't even know if I still have it.
Yeah, the only other
The parks have been quote unquote closed. Motherfuckers, I know people who still hang out at the parks.
So, Irish, I have a question for you. Do you have anything more to say about the 77 phone masts that have been attacked in the UK?
Yes, that all happened like very early in like the virus thing and before lockdown started being like properly. I think people are just fucking retarded because all it takes is one busy person to join some alternative fucking mom group or watch some fucking YouTuber who declares this fact, who presents false studies done by some crackpot that haven't been they haven't gone through the proper scientific theory trials and stuff like that.
Were there any in Ireland or Northern Ireland?
There was. I think there was one. No, our government, both in the UK and in Ireland, have come out and said any talk of 5G being related to coronavirus and people attacking phone towers. The people attacking phone towers have been like, okay, we're literally apparently told, we know who you are, we're not going to arrest you now because it's not a priority, but as soon as it's over, you're all getting arrested. Because you did destroy private property and public property. Also, they were literally told, stop being fucking dickheads. There's no proof of this. It is not science. It is pseudoscience. It is nonsense. That is what Boris Johnson called it.
I'm actually looking at a map right now, and the Dominican Republic is getting completely fucked over with this. By the way, do you guys know what the 3 main symptoms are?
It is
dry
fever, dry cough.
There's one more.
What is it?
Tiredness.
Tired. You know,
The symptoms can actually appear maybe as much as 2 weeks after the exposure to the actual virus
yeah,
itself.
that's what I've heard. Can I tell you something? You know which country has had the best coronavirus
Cuba.
response? Cuba's close, but not even Cuba tops.
If you say North Korea, I'm gonna slap you.
No, Vietnam.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can see it.
Vietnam. Can I chime in this? Vietnam had something like only 270 confirmed cases, and of those cases,
No, I'm saying look at
200
what they, but look at how fucking, you say that only proves my point more. The Vietnamese government set up so many fucking things to keep people from catching the virus. The moment one Vietnamese person had the virus, Vietnam's entire government was working tirelessly to ensure no one else caught it. They now have ration stations where you can pick up food without having to interact with anyone. They developed and deployed rice vending machines that around the country. You saying Vietnam only had 200 confirmed cases proves my point.
I'm not sure. Can you or Nightmare confirm this? But I read a thing earlier that said there was something like 270 confirmed cases, and of that, 243 people have recovered.
In Vietnam?
Pretty good. I don't know how good their government is, but well done with the...
Don't ask one either.
Their government's great.
Are they still communists?
Yes, they are. Vietnam is very much a socialist country and very much a great
Just so you guys know, right? Okay, 200 and... How many cases? 200 what?
70 cases.
270, I think.
270 cases out of 97,338,579 people.
Exactly. And that is what... basically, the moment one motherfucker in Vietnam had coronavirus, the country went on high alert. And
gentlemen, I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Honestly,
I wish we had that level of organization.
So I think we should take a short break.
Okay, cool. I need to clarify something. My computer fucking broke down a second ago. Yeah, so I just lost some of the recording. I
am still recording. I'm sure Nightmare is as well. That is why we have multiple recorders.
Great.
Okay, I've just looked it up. No deaths have been reported. Official case numbers have plateaued at just 271. Vietnam.
Cool. Alright, are we going to take that break? Because I'm going to go get something to eat.
2 hours later.
And we're back!
Yes, sorry about that, guys. We all took a bathroom break.
I ate chips.
And I got some
taco
pizza, which Blue Irish.
I had to go next door to pick somebody up from getting off the road.
For the fellow Americans here, it's Papa Murphy's taco pizza, so it's extra.
Papa Murphy.
I'm an American and I've never heard that.
Isn't that a frozen pizza guy?
No, Papa Murphy's take and bake.
That must just be out west, because I've never heard of it over here in the east.
Okay, so Papa Murphy's, you go to Papa Murphy's, right, and you tell them, I want a pizza with this, I want a pizza with this, I want a pizza with this. The thing is, they...
It's like how Hardee's is Carl's Jr. out there.
No, shut the fuck... yeah, you call it Hardee's, it's Carl's Jr., motherfucker.
It's Carl's Jr.
Now, let me...
It's Hardee's in the east, Carl's Jr. in the west.
But no,
Hardee's is a filthy name.
But no, fuck Hardee's. But no...
Fanatical, you are a filthy person.
But no.
I'm sorry. I go and eat my animal fries in fucking delight and pleasure.
So how guys, Papa Murphy's is great, because what Papa Murphy's does is you go in and you're like, I want you to put this on the pizza, this on the pizza, yada 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 yada, and then they give you the pizza, but they don't cook it. You have to take it home. They've got your raw pizza, and you have to bake it yourself.
Isn't that just
a take and bake
purpose of
take and bake?
I don't have time for that.
It's delicious.
Where were we back in the show?
I don't own an oven. I got a fucking heat warmer to fucking heat up some water so I can make ramen noodles. Who the fuck's got time for that? I pay them to cook my food.
Nah, you pay them for the good pizza.
Alright, so what were we going on? Where were we at?
We're talking about coronavirus.
Yeah, I know, but what was the last thing we were talking about?
I don't remember.
Damn it, Quinn,
Irish
that was your job.
was regaling us.
It was not my job.
No,
it's as much
Irish.
my job
Hey,
as your job.
Irish was regaling us with the differences between the
Regaling us.
UK and the US's coronavirus shutdowns. Oh, I guess it's more than just the UK, because you said Southern Ireland's doing it too, right?
Southern Ireland, like the South, Ireland as a country, the Republic of Ireland, shut down on officially. I can double check this because I remember the exact day it was announced. It was.
Are you like not able to go to Ireland?
Oh no! I mean, Dad had to. Whenever my dad got the dog, he crossed the border to pick it up. But like I can't
Northern
travel this
Ireland's not even a
evening.
country. Northern Ireland's not even a country, it's a province.
That's what I'm saying, though.
It is a statelet.
A
It's a
statelet?
province.
It's
I didn't know
a
you lived in
territory.
Utah, Looney.
It's a
Yeah, man.
You're Puerto
Rican.
Irish. You live in
On the
the
dolphin.
United Kingdom's Puerto Rico.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, actually,
No.
we live in
Irish lives in the United Kingdom's Detroit.
Wouldn't it be more like they're Cuba?
We live in the United Kingdom's
Cuba's
Chechnya.
hell. Cuba.
The United
Because we
Kingdom's
technically-
Chechnya.
but we-
That's fair. That is
Ireland's
completely fair.
independent.
I love that. No, that is the best description ever. Irish. You
What?
got. He's
We told them to fuck off for 1,000 years and they've not got the hint.
no. He said he.
They still own you, technically.
They do still.
Yeah,
own you.
that's the point. We told them to fuck off and they just won't leave.
Does the UK own Ireland? I
The
thought they
UK
were
owns-
They own Northern Ireland.
Your audio, Nightmare is really picked up. I can hear you like breathing and moving around.
Yeah, I know. I had to do something.
It's really buzzy.
I have reduced your volume.
I reduced his already, and it was super loud still.
Yeah.
My
You can
poor
fix that in
Lord.
post.
They hold it.
What was I saying? No, Ireland shut down, officially declared the gatherings thing on the 12th of March, which was a shame because I was meant to attend a wedding for my cousin. To 350 guests on the fucking 14th. The first initial measure was no mass gatherings over 100 people, which means her wedding has to be postponed until after lockdown ends.
Jesus.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I have another cousin who's due to get married in October, and his fiance has just said, "I don't give a fuck, hell or high water. We are getting married if it's literally just us, your brothers, your mom and dad, my siblings, and your uncles,
And the priest.
the priest. The priest is basically one of our uncles, so."
Man, I'm glad that my birthday doesn't fall under fucking Corona time.
My birthday
Now
Mine's
happened
in
just-
February.
Dude, I still have.
Now I can celebrate it alone and know that nobody will have
You
it
know,
if
you
they
know,
become-
you know. What's kind of for years. Every time my parents, they'll be like, "Hey, what do you want for your birthday?" I'll be like, "I just want money. I just want money. Give me money. Just, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll pay bills. I'll do something with it." So they wrote my birthday was at the very beginning of the coronavirus thing. So I got my check and I was like, "Oh, I'll cash this later. I'll deposit this later." I still have that fucking check for 2 months now.
You fucking.
Are the banks closed as well?
Like
You
I can't
stingy
go
boy.
inside. I can't go inside, and my
Yeah,
bank
it's
doesn't-
drive-through banks.
Yeah,
Genius
my bank
bastard.
doesn't do checks that way.
Yeah, my bank's been doing it through the drive-through.
My bank doesn't really have comprehensive drive-throughs. They have the drive-through ATMs.
Irish, do you guys have drive-through banks?
No.
There are drive-through
I knew
liquor
it.
stores here in Colorado.
Yeah, in
I know
Louisiana, there's actually a drive-through bar.
Used to be
in
drive-through
Louisiana-
convenience stores as well that then probably got shut down in the 90s.
I mean, well, in Louisiana, there's a daiquiri. a drive-through daiquiri shop. I'm assuming Boone knows what daiquiri
Yeah, no,
is.
no. And
Yeah.
and being a fan of the same people that we are all fans of, a podcast. I do know that daiquiris are very prevalent in Louisiana, despite never actually.
They are. But here's the thing. Here's how people get around DUIs, because they drive and drink with it. But here's how to get around it, right? To actually officially be charged with DUI, you have to open it. So they expect you to put a straw into like the little notch. What people do is they pop the top off, they sip it from the cup. So that way they can pop it right back on, and they've drank a drive, but technically they haven't.
That's
interesting.
Because it wasn't an open container.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
they drove on. But they would still be charged with driving under the influence, though. Alcohol.
Not if they're not seen. They can't prove it, because if you can pop that lid right back on, they can't prove anything.
So
Yeah,
just,
it's a loophole.
just always remember to bring a decoy bottle if you're gonna drink and drive.
No, just always remember to drink from the cup.
all right, yeah. So we think we're gonna call it here, guys. That was our first clusterfuck of an episode. I'm sure as we get further along, we'll
It'll get better.
yeah, well, it'll.
This is really how we're gonna fucking end it? We're just gonna fucking do it at this point? And this
Shut up, Ben.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, fuck you, Ben.
Yeah,
What do you want me to do, Ben? What do you want me to do, Ben? Huh?
I don't know. I want a little pizzazz. Where's the fucking
You want
ending music?
you want me to
Go
like,
do some
scream and
pizzazz.
jerk off in your
Goddamn,
face?
We need a cliffhanger. Let's kill Devil. You know.
Alright,
Let's
fine,
do something
guys.
interesting.
You know what? Tune in next week to find out if we did or did not kill Irish Devil.
Kill Ben Attical.
Oh, we're gonna kill one of them. Let's find out who we kill.
Yeah.
Please
To be
vote for
honest, it's
Devil.
probably gonna be Ben, because he'll be a lot easier to get to.
Yeah,
Vote Devil.
there's less plane ticket. I don't need to renew my passport, which is expired.
Okay, but who are
I've
you
actually got it
leaving?
in mind.
What cancer mom are you leaving sunless then, huh? I got at least 2 more weeks.
Alright,
Two more
that's
weeks
it.
of
That's
cancer
it.
mom.
Goodbye, everybody. That's it.
What the
There's your cliffhanger. That's it.
God.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody. I hope you
Irish.
tune in next weekend.
Alright.
Bye.